So I want to go right there. I want to go right there. So give me an idea, okay, of what your day looks like. I mean, you stay in good shape. I mean, I imagine you're at your restaurant till, I don't know, past midnight often.
There were times in the beginning, let's say the first 15 years, I would have to get there at 9 o'clock and stay till like 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I created a team so organized, so like I was telling Maddie and Valerie that my guys would walk through fire for me.
Yeah.
But I had to teach that. I had to make them respect me as I respected them. So now I don't have to get there till like 4:30. But I stay. We open up at 6, so I get my area ready where I cook, and I stay all the way to the end. But what I do is different than anybody else. See, there's a word called IT. If you get it, you get Martoranos. We are the greatest thing since sliced bread. But if you don't get it, we're your worst nightmare because they don't understand what we are. We're not for everybody. We never claim to be. But what I can tell you this, you'll have an experience. And if you come at the wrong time, it might not be for you. That's why we try to tell people, you want to have a conversation, you want to talk to a business meeting, come before 9:30. But when 9:30 comes around, it turns into music, movies, an experience, like a little club.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm doing won't work everywhere, but it works for me. And we've been copied from Boston to New York to Chicago, all trying to do, and get it, you could do it. Anybody could put a TV, put a DJ in, but it's the food. Mm-hmm. They can't copy the food. Mm-hmm. That's what, if my food changed, we were closed. We won't be able to survive because people won't come just for the movies and the music. That's an accent to what we're doing. And people, leave your troubles outside. When you walk into Martoranos, have fun. But if you don't get it, we're not for you.
That's great. Your foundation is the food.
Yes, sir.
And I love that. Because that's your base, that's your foundation, that's where you move from. Mm-hmm. Everything else is great mm-hmm. experience, but without the food, like you said, people won't come. So, what point?
1 second. Let me just. I want to say this is, I started DJing in my restaurant 34 years ago. Can you name me any restaurant you could remember back then where there was? But today you can go to a sushi restaurant, a bagel joint. There's a DJ in there playing music. I started that.
Yeah.
Before Tal, before these big clubs and restaurants, I was doing it in a little town in Fort Lauderdale.
Amazing. I remember 25 years ago, it was, Martorano's was a place to go dancing on the tables and having a great time, and I that was a very different style, right? It was very different.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just a nightclub. I mean, you had Christopher's up the road, and so it was a very different style, but the food, like you say, that's what attracts people, number one, in that door.
Yeah, it's the king.
Amazing.
That's the king.
The people.
And consistency, right?
Yes.
Like we talked about. If you got to, I got people coming to me for the past 30 years. I don't know. I don't even go to a restaurant that's been around that long that's consistent. You lose a cook, you lose a chef, you lose a manager. Things change. My guys that work for me, they've all been with me 25 to 30 years.
That's exactly what I was going to tell you. How do you get the people around you? Because that's a whole different, we're talking now, as good as your food is and as good as your environment is, the people around you, to keep them for that long, you have to be leading in a very, very special way. They have to believe in your vision, in your mission, and of course the culture that you develop in that restaurant. So, I mean, let's talk about that. How do these people stay with you for so many years?
It's treating people like human beings. If you're going to bring them into your family, if you're going to do that, take that step, you got to go all the way. So if somebody has a problem, you have to help them, whatever that is. I paid them extremely well, better than other restaurants, because I believe that I'm only as good as them. Mm-hmm. So without them, I'm nothing without them. So I treat them well. We go on vacation for a month. They get paid for the month. Nobody does that today. And they earn extremely well. And I'm a very high-end, very expensive restaurant, and they make good money. But I treat them all with respect. Mm-hmm. And if you can treat another human being with respect, they'll give you respect back. And if they don't, then they go out the door. As long as you give me the respect, I'll give you the respect, and that's why they're staying with me.
Awesome. So you've had guys that are people that are with you for 15,
Kids.
20 years?
Dishwashers. I don't have no. Listen,
Wow.
we're not chefs. I never went to culinary school. I can't spell the word culinary. I just watched my mother and my father, and I took my Italian-American heritage and put high-quality ingredients into it and bring it to another level. That's what I do. And I took basically dishwashers that were dishwashers and taught them how to cook. So I was able to teach them what I know. They don't know nothing else but how I know. So they can't, if you bring a different guy in, he has his way of working in another Italian restaurant, you turn your back or you take off for an hour, he's going to do what he wants to do. These guys don't know no better. They only know what I taught them, and that's the way I love it. You know?
Strong mindset. Strong mindset, man.
Thanks,
Amazing. I'm going to digress a little bit.
Sure.
Give me an idea of how your day is.
Okay. Let's see. I don't sleep. Okay, I don't sleep. My mind. It's hard for me to shut my mind off, so I don't sleep. If it's 4 hours, that's a lot. I get up in the morning. I thank God as soon as I open my eyes. I go to have an espresso. I'll look at my emails, and there's always a lot. I look at my texts. There's always a lot. I have a couple businesses besides the restaurant, so I'm growing them. So that takes some time. Find out how my girl's her day was so far after I get up, and I get ready for the specials. And we do a special sheet every night. We have an iPad that we show the specials on. So I create that every day.
So you're hands-on every day.
I have to do that. Wow. My chef orders my food for me, and we create those specials for the day. So I do that. I go to the gym probably around 3:30, 4:45. I get to the restaurant about 4:30, 4:45. The doors ready to open up. As soon as the doors open up, all you hear is Steve. Like they come. Cause hey. I should be a psychiatrist. I'm in the middle of cooking. I got people come to me and tell me about they got a divorce or their girlfriend broke up in the middle of service. And now what do you say to the guy? I don't want it to hear you. I'll sit there and listen, right? I wish somebody would listen to me.
Yeah.
But people think the restaurant business is easy. It's the hardest feeling business that you could feel. 90% of restaurants fail.
For sure.
But what I have to go through to make my day right, listen to these people's problems. We give people, people are hurting. And so they know I have a strong faith in God. And they'll say, can you pray for me, pray for my family? Middle of service. And I'll do that. So that's not just cooking. So I got to do that. I got to cook. Then after I'm cooking at 9:30, now I got to entertain all those people. You know how much pressure that is to get your food right, open up, and then cook, and then entertain 5 nights a week. Gosh, that takes a lot out of you. When you go home, all you got is music in your head. It's hard to unwind. And I'm very hard on myself. I could cook 1,000 minutes. If one person said they didn't like it,
you take
it was a bad night. 1,999 said they loved it.
Wow.
But that one person, but that's my personality.
But that's excellence, man. You're striving for excellence, which is a beautiful thing.
Thank
I wish more men would be like that, you know?
Well, it's all how they're raised, right? We had a discussion earlier, how men are raised.
Sure.
They're not raised the way me and you were raised. You know, a lot of them broken families. They're raised by their grandmothers or their aunts. There's no men in their life. There's no role model. I say all the time, where's the John Waynes at? Where they at? You know?
Sure.
So it's up to us to try to keep it going, I think.
Hey, guys, if you really want to dig deep in how to be a masculine warrior man, I wrote a best-selling book titled Redefining the 21st Century Man. I would say bend all the pages as you can here, dog-ear them, highlight the hell out of it, and start integrating some of these 25 principles here into your life. You can buy this anywhere, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or your sweetheart's desire. So, how close are you with God?
I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Sometimes.
It's all right. It's all right. We're here for this.
It's my whole life. I was dead, and he took me out of that. I don't start my day. I don't finish my day without thanking him for what he's done for me. And I promised him, if I ever could be somebody or make enough money. I'm good. I'm good. I will give back, help as many people as I can. That's all I want out of life, man. Like, I got everything I need. I got a beautiful woman. I got a successful business, and I just want to give back. I want to help as many people as I can. I try to tell people, without God, you'll never make it. You won't make it in this world. You think you can, and you might for a little bit, but you will fall. One day you will get on your knees and ask for some help.
Yes.
And it's going to be him.
I agree. Powerful right there, man. Powerful.
This is the rosary. I carry this wherever I go. And now we're having a conversation. I'm playing Hail Mary, and I'm playing the Our Father as you're talking, just so I don't sound stupid or my words don't come out. I'm not educated, so I just speak from my heart, you know.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. Okay, I think
I'm
that's
not a
why.
punk because I'm not. Listen to me. I know you. I know you are who you are. If I got to go with you, I'm going with you. I'll go all the way with you.
I know you have heart, man, and you will stand your ground. I love that, you know. And I've seen you go live on those alley talks, and that's man. Look, you're speaking your piece, and that's admirable. So let's dive into this a little bit, and I want to stay here for a moment. All right. Difficult things in your life. Okay.
Man, where you going with this?
You know, I mean,
I wear my heart on my sleeve, man. You know, my heart. Yeah. Do I get emotional? My PR guy, Maddie, says, and my girl says, don't. How do I not show my emotion when you're about to speak about something, and I know where you're going to go with it? And then when you talked about God, I'm emotional. It's who I am. So I apologize to your viewers or whatever.
I mean, this is what more men need to see. Yeah. There's authenticity and transparency. That's where the power is. You know, standing here talking to me in a straight face with no emotions. Yeah, I mean, we can be stoic to a certain extent, but these are powerful things that I think are coming through, and I appreciate you sharing. I really do.
Thank you.
So, it's your journey. Has not always been an easy one, and you've gone through some very, very, very dark times.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to open up the gates if you want to talk about it or you don't. But I want to know how. I understand God has been a huge part of your life, but mentally, how have you been able to overcome that and still be the man that you are today?
Prayer. No, I'm not going to say nothing else but prayer. I pray constantly. When I say, like, people think, what do you pray? Prayers? Oh, it's just talking to God all day. So when you make a decision, you want to make sure it's the right decision. You ask God, help me make. When I walked in here, I said, listen, the guy who he is. I said, guide me to speak the truth. Guide me to show him that who I am. Let him see you through me. Like, we're talking about. Do you realize we're talking about God? No, people don't even know how to do that no more. But I say his name all the time. You ask me a question about God, I tell you, he changed my life. And without the prayer, like we just spoke about, I could not be here today, because prayer has got me through everything, and I believe it in 100%. 100%.
When you decided to, I believe every man reinvents himself.
All the time.
You know, through these dark times, and at the end you become stronger. You've gone through journeys in your life. You know, sure. I followed you, and you've come always. You're still remaining strong. Give me an idea of what has been in your life one of the most trying times ever.
Losing my son.
Okay. And today you stand here, and you are strong. And like you said to me a little bit earlier, the last thing that you would ever want is a father to bury, his son or daughter. Mm-hmm. And, that choked me up, because I couldn't even imagine. Mm-hmm. So you finding the strength and faith like you do, and the strong mindset, what would you say to someone that is going through something like this now?
It's not your fault. There's nothing that you've done. If something happened to your child or to you or somebody that you know, God's time is not our time. Listen, you don't think I cursed God up and down when they told me your son passed away, like this morning? What? I thought you got me. sorry, you cursed. You can't curse on this thing. So,
Oh, you can.
I'm just saying, what the
You
fuck
can.
you do to me? I'm supposed to be your warrior. I'm your soldier. You take my son away from me. Who the fuck are you to do that to me? That's how mad I was.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Holy Spirit came upon me and said, Steve, God has a reason. Might not be what you want, but it's what he wants. And in the end, all things will come to pass. I'll understand why these things happen. And I'm going to see him again, my son. I'm sure he guides me, he prays for me like I pray for him. So I don't judge God through that. Was I mad? Yes. But you have to let it go. You got to let that anger go. You won't move forward. And me, I'm the guy that's got to keep moving forward. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And I see that you celebrate his life, and you're,
Yes,
it's amazing. It's
and
amazing.
he was me. He was going to take over. He loved music. He loved food. That's me. I have another son who I love dearly, Stephen Jr. He has a whole different personality. And I love him just as much as I love my son, Joey. But Joey was the one that was going to take over for me. Now I don't have that. But, that's the hard. You know how hard that is to get up and you ain't got nobody to leave it to? Think about that, cuz. You wake up in the morning, you're breaking your ass. What the fuck do I leave this to?
Yeah.
But I look at it this way. What would my son want me to do? Just keep moving forward. And as I'm moving forward, as we're speaking about my son, I'm bringing attention and awareness to my son. So I'm keeping his name alive. That's why I'm doing it. So
Awesome.